If you've been asking where should you invest your money, in your business or in commercial real estate, then this is the video for you. I'm going to show you exactly what has the biggest ROI for you, short term and long term. Now, I've done over $1.6 billion transactions with my team the past few years. And this is what we live by for ourselves personally and with my clients who are from family offices, institutional buyers, the list goes on. This, I think, is probably one of the most important videos on this entire channel so far, and no agent will tell you this. So make sure you buckle up, take some notes. This will help you so much more than you ever dreamed was possible. When I'm looking at where to invest my money, the first thing to think about is what are your goals? This is obviously what we should always start at. And my philosophy on goal setting and so forth was like, what do I want to do this month, this year, next 5 years, decade, and overall my life. I have a board over here that's like 25 years into the future, and on my other boards I have it's like 100 years in the future. I'm a long-term thinker, and in commercial real estate and your business, you need this kind of mindset to have best returns. Looking at goals, do you want to have passive income? You want to relax? You want to retire early? Or do you want to have huge impact and make millions or even billions of dollars? Like my goal, which I know is going to happen, will happen for sure, become a billionaire in the next 20, 30 years through business and through commercial real estate. That is my goal. So it may look different than yours. If you're like, hey, I just want to sip ties on the beach and relax, well, investing in commercial real estate first may be better. But I'm trying to build a huge company, make massive income, and also expedite my commercial goals quicker and grow your business. The whole philosophy behind my strategy is if I invest more money into my business will then pay me more money every single month and year. More of that pretty soon. And I'm also going to break down for you as well at the end of this video the most important aspects of all this. Make sure you stay to the end to watch that for you too. Now, when I'm looking at our goal setting sector, you want to look at how you want to divide your income. Now, if you're brand new, let's say you make $100,000, you probably do the opposite of this. What I do, I always suggest, again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a commercial real estate broker. If you want help on that as well, down below, link in the description, the obligation, have a call with me directly and walk you through all the best strategies and the best deals, making and saving more money when you invest in commercial real estate. But I will say, if I get into this sector here, and no agent will tell you this, your best return that makes you the most amount of money, like more money you know what to do with, will probably be your business. Now, if your business is investing, it's your whole business model, now obviously that is kind of one and the same and more pretty soon. But if you're like, hey, I own a tech company, I am a retailer, or I am a yoga instructor, list goes on, I want to expand my business, like you probably have better returns just by investing in business than you would in commercial real estate, which sounds crazy to hear from an agent that's teamed in $1.6 billion transactions, me telling you this. But in the beginning, this is why. Because if your income, let's say, is $100,000, you should put 30% of this income into yourself and 7% of the income into your business. I have a whole video that breaks down all this and more up top. I'm not going to go too much detail, but this is a quick overview for you, kind of a quick recap. So it means 30K and 70K. Now, you're only making, which is a lot of money, I know for a lot of people, $100,000 a year, then you might want to flip-flop this. And you live off 70K, hopefully below your means, and then your business is living off and growing off $30,000. Now, the reason why I would say you should not invest in commercial real estate at this level too quickly, unless you've been saving for the past like 10, 20 years or 5 years and have a lot of capital and you want to park your money someplace. Because the two best investments that we have, number one is yourself. You are the best investment you can ever make. You can probably already know this while you're watching this video. Number two is other people. Other people, more often than not, is in the form of hiring people. So if you make $200,000 or $300,000 and you do a 70-30 split, cool. You have 100K, you have 200K over there. That one makes more sense now to grow this business. And then finally, you can stack it together and invest in commercial real estate as well. Now, let's say you make $500,000. This is why it's so important. Because in the beginning, you lived off way less than you should have, in a way, because you're living off a fraction of your income from your business. Now, most people, they say, I made $1 million this year, and they live off $1 million. That's why I never grow too high. But instead, if I say, okay, cool, this year 2, or year 4 even, I made 150, because I'm doing 30%. And now you can actually pay yourself 30% to live off of it. And my business made 350. So if I look at returns, I have a whole video that breaks down the best returns you can get in commercial real estate. And like, I'm looking for like 10, 15, 20%, maybe 30+% cash on cash return, or IRR of 10, 15, 20% as well. Like, those are great returns in commercial real estate, unless I'm doing an active strategy, because there's active and there's passive investors. If I'm doing commercial real estate in my main business and it's active, then it makes sense to invest more back into the business. But if my whole philosophy is like I want cash flow, that's all I'm doing, I should probably invest more money into my business, because my business made 350. I made 150 as a salary, because I'm not the business. I'm the owner of the business. It's the own entity. And I make 150. That means that my household, again, can live off 100K, have 20K for fun, another 30K for investing. I do think you should have also an investment bucket that's just for the household that you'll live off of. Like for me, I'm trying to live off passive income and not off active income, and have active income just be extra bonus money for us. So like, this is how I think about it. Now for my business, let's say I have like 50K for taxes, and hopefully no taxes. Like for me, my CPA that we use, he is a magician. Like he finds a way to like get our taxes like super low. That honestly 50K is probably too much of a bucket for even a $500,000. And then I'm gonna have like 150K in savings, because I want to have a bucket for my safety net, for my future payroll and stuff like that. And now I have 50K over here for bets. When I say bets, I'm like massive plays, doing crazy ad campaigns, crazy collaborations, all these things. And over here, we got a remaining 150K for growth. Now, in your business, if I spend 150, I can make 300K. I can make $1 million. If I am not doing development in commercial real estate, I probably will not see those massive returns that quickly, and to be happening more than once. Now, let's face it, in commercial real estate, I can 100% create 150K, 300K by spending this money. I can buy a Class B or Class C property. I can upgrade the operations. I can upgrade the maintenance and the property and the grounds, and bring it from a $1 million property to a $2 million property in 6 to 12 months. And then boom, I have a huge cash cow. The problem is though, did it one time and I can pull all that capital out, but like I probably can't do that same thing again on that same property. I can move that funds to a new property and do it over again, but my machine is a lot different in terms of a business that I'm investing in. My business, say this year, we made 500K, and by doing this on year 2, I made $1 million. So this is year 2, year 3, year 5. Where we at? Doesn't really matter. There you know this is a thing. So it's 300K, 700K. Now say year 3, I have so much more capital now. I can reinvest all this money back into my business, into myself. Year 3 is $3 million. Now I got paid $1 million. My business made $2 million. In year 4, let's say it went from $3 million to $5 million or to $10 million. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. Now, you can obviously do the same. If your whole business model is commercial real estate investing, then by all means, I think you should do that. As an agent, 100% think you should do that as well. But if your business is like, I'm a yoga instructor, I do AI, I do tech, I do info products, I do publishing, I do operations, I do sales. There's so many businesses out there. If you do a legitimate business that is a commerce, you'll probably see bigger returns by reinvesting back into your business. Like for example, I spent over $250,000 in the past couple of years alone on coaches and mentors for the investment in my business, which is me, to make more money, have more skills, and do more activities. And now, as our income climbs and climbs and climbs, we can then go from making, let's say, $10 million on this year, putting over $3 million, and then $7 million. You can see how fast it grows. At some point in time, your household is investing in commercial real estate that is in the millions of dollars of net worth, and then your business, the same thing. Now, on this note, as you're scaling your company, or depending on what you're doing, your next point, if you right now are like, I don't know to invest in commercial real estate on my business after what Ed has said to you, you should ask why. Do you need more space? Again, if you are a business owner, and like I need to have office spaces to hold my mind machines, to hold my AI processors, to hold my yoga instructor room, whatever it might be. I want to think about why I'm expanding in the first place. Like if you're doing it for business purposes, can you do triple net? Can you do investing? Can you buy your own building, have more control, have appreciation, use it as the bank as well for you to more expansions? Are you a chiropractor? You want office space for yourself for that same purpose? Then also at that point, it does make sense to invest in commercial real estate. But again, you have to keep the end goal in mind. What is the why? What is the goal? Why are you doing it in the first place? I will say this until I die. And again, as a real estate broker, it probably sounds crazy hearing me tell you this, that you should invest as much as you can into your business. I think if you are a career person, and you have a career and you make a salary or you make sales, and you're like, I don't have a business, I'm just doing my career, I want to have a retirement system. I think in that regards, commercial real estate is 100% the best thing you can do by far. It's better than residential real estate, bigger returns, bigger opportunities, less competition. It's better for you. Now, if your business model is business and you are doing either active or passive, this will also change how you do things. Because you make $1 million active, meaning that you are buying these class D, C's, and B's and making them class C, B, and A's, then like you'll force equity or you're flipping these properties, you have an exit strategy, and then of course reinvesting back into the business versus itself, and then the same split makes sense. But also in your household, you should invest in a buy and hold passive strategy. Now, on the flip side, if I'm doing passive marketing, passive investing, this is gonna be like mostly like family offices and funds because they was looking for a place to park their money and they can do bank account. Well, then like you probably should live off a fraction of that and then reinvest it back into the same thing. And it's all passive strategies moving forward. Now, if you are a business owner, you should reinvest back into the business or into a space to grow the business. If there's all hand in hand. I hope this helps you guys. Again, I love talking about all things commercial real estate and also finances and business as a whole. My biggest passions are those 2 or 3 subjects. And if you want more support and more help, over here, a whole breakdown that shows you exactly what is the actual financial point. Because this is obviously a different nuance for it, but how to like structure your money, how to invest it, how to think about it. Over here, down below that one, it breaks down all things commercial real estate investing as a whole ton of playlists for you. And if you're one of the few people, or many people hopefully, on this channel, on this video, like I make a lot of money and I'm making so much money, I can't reinvest it back into the business. I need to invest in commercial real estate. By all means, down below, link in the description, the first comment, how to call me directly and help you get the best deals or sell deals as well. Every single time we help our clients save and make extra 6 to 7 plus figures with our help. Hopefully you'll be next. But as always, thanks for watching. See you at the top. Have the best day yet.